heart of the storm. Snow blinds you. The castle calls. You push forward, unbroken. Through the mire. Every step, a battle. These boots, they will not fail you. The mountains wait. You stumble. Rise. The summit is yours. You've conquered it.
Hey everyone! Today we're creating an epic shoe ad in ComfyUI. Imagine what a commercial would look like if it existed in a medieval or fantasy world, or even in our world, but advertising boots specifically for role-playing enthusiasts. We'll be making this video using the Wan2.2 model, based on several reference images. Some of these images will be variations, for example, wide shots, top-down views, close-ups focused on the subject. In the end, we'll add a bit of sound design and voiceover, but let's take it step by step. This tutorial ended up being pretty long, so I split it into 2 parts. In part 1, we'll prepare several reference images and generate video based on a single reference image, basically everything up to this point. Then in part 2, I'll show the full workflow for generating video from 2 reference images, using this exact segment as an example. I'll demonstrate how to fit a specific clothing detail onto the character, in my case, a particular pair of boots. I'll also quickly walk through how I edited the footage, added voiceover, and applied sound design to give it that epic feel. So overall, this tutorial covers the entire process of creating a promotional video, just split into 2 parts. I also want to clarify a few things so there's no confusion. In this tutorial, I show every single step of the workflow and explain everything in detail. This is a complete full guide. Nothing is hidden or skipped. All model links will be in the description. You can follow along and recreate everything yourself using the instructions here. I'll also leave a link to the ready-made project files, available via subscription. That's completely optional. It's the exact same stuff I show in the video to save you time and support the channel. But again, the video is 100% complete, so you can do it all for free. Questions about the guide? Just ask in the comments. All right, let's get to it. I need a hero. I want him to be a young guy with an active lifestyle, someone who loves adventures and doesn't back down from challenges. I created him in Flux.2, and here's why. I didn't want a glamorous, overly polished pretty boy. I wanted a regular, good-looking face of an ordinary guy, maybe not perfectly symmetrical. And most importantly, his clothing had to look handmade. Worn, frayed edges, uneven stitching, all that authentic medieval vibe. I tried generating him in Flux.1, but over and over it kept producing super idealized young men. Even with a very detailed prompt, it refused to add wear and tear, rough edges, loose threads, all the details that scream ancient times. The tunic always came out too clean, like it was sewn either in a factory or at home on a modern machine. The Quen model, despite being amazing at understanding prompts accurately, tends to look a bit plastic and less realistic. I'll be using it later in part 2 for different tasks. So I made my hero using Flux.2. This is the standard workflow you can find in the templates. Here it is, let's launch it. This workflow is set up for 2 reference images, but I'm only using 1. I delete that extra block. My GPU is an RTX 5080 with 16 GB VRAM and 32 GB system RAM. That's why I'm using the FP8 quantized versions of the models. I write a detailed, colorful prompt. To craft good prompts, you can use Grok or ChatGPT. Just describe what you want, and it'll turn it into expressive, literary text that the models understand really well. Plus, it usually adds little details and nuances you might not have thought of, but which really boost the atmosphere. Here we describe a breathtaking close-up portrait of a medieval young man, his appearance, facial expression. Here we go into detail about his clothing. Then cinematic lighting, background, textures, mood. what kind of camera it was shot on, and of course, ultra-detailed masterpiece quality. Flux Guidance 3.5. Sampler. I like Res Multistep. For the final render, I set 45 steps. Here we enter the width and height values for the image. I also threw in 2 LoRa's on top of this workflow. It happened spontaneously. I used them in another workflow and forgot to remove them. But honestly, I liked the result with them better, even though they're not exactly on theme. The effect just worked really well. Better than without them or with other LoRa's. So they're optional. Feel free to use your own favorites. That's pretty much it. Let's run the workflow. The result is awesome. Now I need a close-up of the same guy, but in winter gear with the right atmosphere. Blowing snow, headwind, breath turning into visible steam in the freezing air. Here I'm also using the base Flux.2 workflow for 2 images. I go to templates like before. I leave most nodes at default, just swap the model values to FP8. The prompt is exactly the same young man as in the reference image, preserving all facial details, hair, eyes, expression, posture. Then I describe his clothing. Then style, atmosphere, quality. Final steps, 45. And here's the result. It's definitely the same guy, just looking more rugged. Probably from the cold. The hood changes how the light falls on his face, which makes sense. The freezing winter mood is captured beautifully. I made this image mainly to show you how well facial features are preserved. But for the video, I actually need a different shot. Still close up, but more dynamic. Something like this. Same workflow, I just add a few phrases to the prompt. Now he's raising a gloved hand to shield his face from the biting wind and flying snow, eyes narrowed, teeth clenched, tense, determined grimace on his face as he fights the storm with visible effort and resilience. This version looks great. Let's see how it holds up in video. Now I need a wide shot. The young man seen from behind, trudging across a snowy field toward a castle. Same workflow, different prompt. I add, now shown full body from behind. He's wearing a long woolen cloak with a deep hood. In one hand, he holds a curved wooden staff, gray gloves on his hands. His small figure looks lonely against the vast snowy field. He's pushing through deep drifts, moving forward against a fierce blizzard, heading toward a distant castle on the horizon. 45 steps for the final generation. And here's this atmospheric image. Now I want the same scene, but from a bird's eye view. This will let me do a nice cinematic camera push-in/zoom on the video. Prompt. Exactly the same scene, but now the camera has pulled back and up, showing the lone human figure and the castle from above. Wide/long shot. Distant view. Keep the same gray-blue color palette as in the reference image. Composition is perfect, but the colors shifted a little. I tried explicitly telling it to preserve the exact color grade, but it still varies slightly from the reference. No big deal, though. A couple of clicks in Premiere Pro, and it's fixed. By the way, the model understands Russian prompts really well. This particular image was generated from a Russian prompt. New caption. Now it's time to bring this image to life. Here's my workflow. For video generation, I'm using the Wan2.2 model. Compared to many other video generation models out there, Wan2.2 remains an incredibly strong all-rounder. Version 2.2 is fundamentally different from 2.1 because it uses 2 models at the same time, high noise and low noise. It's a clever trick by the developers to get significantly better video quality without a massive increase in resource usage. The diffusion video generation process is step-by-step noise cleaning. At first, pure noise, early steps, high noise. Gradually, structure, motion, and objects appear. Finally, fine details, textures, lighting, late steps, low noise. Wan2.2 splits the job between two specialists: high noise model, early steps master, creates overall composition, places objects, invents motion, and scene physics. Low noise model, late steps master, takes the almost finished video and polishes it to perfection. Sharp details, beautiful textures, correct lighting, removes artifacts, makes everything look cinematic and realistic. Wan2.2 is basically like a film crew. One director plans the scene and motion, high noise. The other is the DP and colorist who perfects it, low noise. Together, they deliver the cinematic quality that was missing in earlier versions. Okay, fine. I admit my video isn't perfect. But notice the resolution. That's reason number one. It's comfortable for 16 gigabytes of RAM, but not enough for true cinematic quality. And second, I'm using the optimized FP8 model, which is almost half the size of the full one. That also affects motion quality. If your machine can handle higher resolution and full-size models, the result will be absolutely gorgeous. One more thing I didn't mention yet. To speed up generation, people often use a special LoRa. It can cut generation time dramatically, but you have to decide how much quality you're willing to trade for speed. There are two LoRas here too, high and low, just like the diffusion models. Since this LoRa is designed for 4 steps, I start by setting total steps to 4. In the first case sampler, steps 0 to 2. Here also 4 steps. From step 2 to final, depending on your total step count. Here's what I got. But these jerky accelerated movements happened even without the LoRa. So for a fair test, I'll run 5 more generations. Maybe one will look good enough. Another one. No speed up applied. This is real-time playback speed. Next variant. And another. 6th one with LoRa. In all of them, the walking motion isn't great. Probably because the reference is tricky. Only one arm is clearly visible. The rest of the limbs are hidden. If the character were full body, I think the model would understand the motion much better. The version without LoRa on this specific reference looks more natural, so I'm keeping it. But in other cases, the LoRa can work fantastically. A few more important notes. VAE. You need to use the 2.1 version, even though the model is Wan2.2. If you load the 2.2 VAE, you'll get an error. In the prompt, I describe the character's movement in detail, the blowing wind, flying snowflakes, and the overall atmosphere. I specifically emphasize that he's slowly and laboriously pushing through the snowstorm. The generation result can vary depending on frame count. Experiment with different numbers, but try not to go too high to avoid artifacts. Using the same approach shown in this part, I created several more close-ups and short video clips based on them. In part 2, coming very soon, we'll try the boots on the young man, generate more complex videos using 2 references, handle voiceover and sound design. Subscribe so you don't miss it. And if this was helpful, please drop a like on the video.
In the heart of the storm, snow blinds you, the castle calls. You push forward, unbroken. Through the mire, every step a battle. These boots, they will not fail you. The mountains wait. You stumble, rise. The summit is yours. You've conquered it.